All right, everyone, start your engines. We got some new Gold Pride cards. Been a lot of new cards coming out because we're in the lead up to the release of Legacy Destruction in the OCG and the lead up to the release of Maze of Millennia in the TCG. So a whole bunch of cards coming at us all at the same time. So there's been a lot of these videos, but hopefully you're all enjoying them. It's a little bit rainy over here, so you might hear a little bit of rain in the background, but let's take a look at some of these cards. We've got two new cars for the Gold Pride. Seems to be some sort of villain, a new villain. Looks like he's tearing up the track, but it might be something more like a Racer X kind of deal, where it's like an anti-hero on the tracks or something. I don't know. Probably more of a villain though. We have Gold Pride Assassinator. Assassinator. Level 5 Earth Machine Tuner, so I assume it has some sort of special summon effect. Especially with those attack stats. It's got the stats of a 4-star monster. Use the first and second effects of the card's name once per turn. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, you special summon this card from your hand. There you go. So you do have to get the life points lower, but Gold Pride doesn't really have much of a problem with that, especially when you add in the punk stuff. You can banish one other Gold Pride monster from your hand, face up, field, or graveyard that has a level. Special summon one Gold Pride token with the same level. Also, this card cannot be used as material for a Fusion Synchro Ixies or Link Summon for the rest of the turn, unless it is for a Gold Pride monster. Okay, so this makes it a bit more. It has a bit more of a lock to it than the other ones, but the special summon is free. Like, the special summon is basically free. You just have to have lower life points. So if you're on something that has that kind of capability, it's a level 5 tuner. That's pretty nice. That could go pretty well in Punk, even if you're not using, what is it? This is an Earth of Machine. Okay, so this could go. They could still go pretty well in Punk, even if you're not using a whole bunch of Pride. You're just using like a Gold Pride engine. This is a nice card for that because if you have this and Deer Note on the field, that's Barone. That's just easy Barone. Let's take a look at the Synchro Monster though. We have a level 8 Dark Warrior Synchro Monster, Gold Pride Annihilator. This is what makes me think it's a villain, but it could also be like I said, a sort of a Racer X kind of deal, like Speed Racer. Let's see here, 2700 attack. That's not bad. Tuner, non-tuner monster, so it's generic materials. First effect, this card's name once per turn. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one Fusion Synchro Ixies or Link monster on the field, up to 2 if your life points are lower than your opponent's. Destroy it. Alright, the destruction effect's not bad. There's some pretty decent effects in the Gold Prize stuff already that would help support this, so a double pop, which your life points will probably be lower. Not bad, especially when you have stuff like Psychic and Punisher to really get in for lethal damage. This can help you clear up the field to get there. Once returned in the end phase, this card's first effect was activated. Return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon one Gold Pride Assassinator from your deck or graveyard. Okay, so it goes back into this one if you use that effect. Okay, that's a little worse, I suppose. That's annoying. But it's not the worst. It could be a lot worse. And the thing about it is it only floats if you use Gold Pride Assassinator, which gives you a reason to use Gold Pride Assassinator instead of just making this generically. Although, if you could generically make a level 8 Synchro Monster, having 2 pops if your life points are lower than your opponent's, it's not bad. Although it only can target extra deck monsters. We gotta just start saying extra deck monsters or something like that. This is so unwieldy. This text right here is just so unwieldy. There's got to be another way to say that, you know. These two are interesting. I think they definitely give some support to the. They're going to give some support to the Gold Pride archetype. Of course, they give support to the Gold Pride archetype. That's what they're designed to do. But I think this helps the Gold Pride archetype a bit. I think they work really well with the Gold Pride Punk version of the deck. I'm not sure. They could work pretty well with the Goblin stuff because you can go into an 8 off of this with any of the Goblins. So that's like not the worst either. I feel like the second effect of Assassinator is not that good. It's like not worth the lock necessarily, unless you're like at the end of a turn and you really need to get this effect off. Especially because Gold Pride is a deck that is commonly splashed with other decks. Like these cards aren't good enough to make Gold Pride pure like an option. So these locks are going to have to be something Well, it just says this card cannot be used as material for the rest of the turn unless it's a gold pride monster. So it just means that you're not really locked. It's just this specific card is locked. So you're locked into going into the new synchro monster because the other synchro monsters wouldn't be the right levels. And that's not that bad. Like that's like fine. This basically just lets you banish a gold pride monster to get a level 3 on field, so you can go into this guy. Interesting that we went for another synchro. Cause like, you know, we have a synchro already with Leon. Is his name Leon or is it Johnny? I think it's Leon. And then we have Carrie, which is Ixies, Roller, which is a fusion. Is the burner guy just like a? Does he have a link monster? I forget if he has a link monster or not. But I guess would be the the 4 types. But and I guess if this is going to be like set up as a major rival to Leon, having it be a synchro monster, I guess kind of makes sense as like a rival because they're like, you know, that idea of the rival being a reflection of the hero, you know. That's fun. Yeah, these are interesting for sure. I think there's definitely potential here to play these, especially I think like I said, the p.u.n.k one would definitely be a good one because you can easily or well, I wouldn't say easily, but you can go into p.u.n.k with this pretty well. Because like the thing about p.u.n.k is that you don't typically summon Deer Note. Deer Note is like an enabler and it goes to the graveyard. But if you like were running in a way that you could get the Deer Note pretty well, you could use this with that and make an easy Barone. Like that's two material Barone is not bad. And the other effect can let you get to this guy who has a decent effect. He's like fine. He's pretty okay. And like I said, you can also make this with any like spare goblins that you happen to have laying on the field. And you can special summon this while having monsters on the field. You just have to have lower life points than your opponents, which if you're running enough gold pride stuff shouldn't be too hard to access. So yeah, these are nice. These are good. I think these aren't like super crazy, like the thing that makes me go wow, but I think they're good enough that they can definitely find a place in the various builds of gold pride that we're going to be seeing in the near future. So yeah, let me know what you think about them in the comments below. Let me know what you think about all these cards coming out at the same time, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You can also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!